Back to another Johnson Investment videos. I know it's been a long time since I actually created a video, but today's video is going to be pretty much me actually doing videos of documents of trades I took before. Obviously it's in replay mode, but it's really just for my own case study on ways I can get better at and to continue to improve. So for all serious traders who are truly authentic and want to get better, you can follow this journey. Obviously eventually I will create more entertaining videos eventually, but right now I'm just really just creating videos just for my own really self, just kind of go back. I can be able to go back and watch myself and just kind of learn, like on weekends when the market is closed, I can go back and watch my videos and kind of just really learn and recap on what I've done. Because the goal is to really be able to have financial freedom, and eventually, it's not really, for me, it's not really about trying to be wealthy. Of course, I want to get to that point, but obviously the goal is to be able to have true wealth, is being able to have time and be able to do what you want to do. So that's overall my goal, to have that kind of freedom, so obviously I'm on a strict routine. The time frame that I really enter my trades are really around 10 around 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. from 6 to 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And if I'm entering trade then I try to enter my trades like around from 6 in the morning to 10 in the morning. If I don't get traded during that time, then obviously I'm going to get out around that time. So obviously let's go over recap over today's trade. This is gold that I traded today on August 13th. So gold definitely was tricky today, I ain't gonna lie. But here's some key things that could have helped me, which I already know. So when I was looking at this, right, obviously we was in this nice down direction. Now overall, I ain't gonna lie, from the higher time frame, like on a weekly going to the daily, we do look like we could be dropping on gold, but obviously I was looking for just a quick little reversal, quick little reaction. But on a higher time frame, we actually could be dropping lower. We don't know. But right now, right, we had these rejections on the 4 hour, right? We had these clear rejections on the 4 hour. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, hey, look, like, we're earnings here right now, price could at least react enough to get to here, because just kind of give you an idea what I'm looking at of the overall higher time frame. Not forget it. I don't feel like going to that. I just want to go over today's trade. But if y'all go to like the weekly and daily, you kind of see what I'm talking about. Price do look like it's going to drop. No, I'm gonna show y'all anyway. So if you look at this, go to the weekly, you can see here we've been having these rejections right here. But we really go to the daily, you can kind of see where we've been having these nice rejections, and you can actually see price slowing down. So this, I'm on a daily time frame now. We switched these candles right here, and we look at it from a monthly perspective. You can see also how price has been slowing down even on a monthly candle. So this do look like we could be dropping, but really if you look, we just really been in a big old range. Price has been coming, created this high, came down, came up, came down, came back up, came back down to here, back into this range, and then kind of back to the high and then back down. So it's like we could be dropping back down to the low of this range. We could be, it is still some slowdown and then here. So, and then if you look at the previous weekly, these highlighters candles pretty much allowed me to focus on the higher time frame move without getting too lost on the lower time frame. So if y'all wondering what that is. And then obviously on the weekly, we can see here where I'm looking at this on the weekly. So you can see on the weekly, you can see how just still like where price kind of broke, made this clear, broke right here, and then broke above. So we like right around this range where price can react at. And this is the last down candle too on the daily. Right here, if you look, the last down candle on the daily where price can definitely react enough. But overall, we can definitely push more deeper into here, maybe even into here, so but I'm expecting at least some kind of reaction. So that's kind of my framework, what I'm looking at. So go back to the 15 now. Got the framework. Y'all kind of see what I'm looking at and why I say price can potentially still why price can still eventually go down lower. So that's why I'm not really expecting too much. So on a 15-minute time frame, that might just look like price coming here, reacting off of this, but then going back down long term, or at least going back down to this range that I was talking about down here, and that's a good move drop. So we're just gonna see. But as of right now, on the 15-minute, what the 15-minute shows, because I enter my trades on the 15-minute. So I have this strategy where I call it the daily flip. And with the daily flip, let's say if the overall structure is bullish, right? Then in the previous day closed bullish, and what I look for a price to retrace at least between 10, 30 to 60%, and look for a breaking structure and enter off that break structure or retest. So that's kind of what my overall strategy is. So clearly here, we can see here where price was here, was slowing down, right? Was oversold in the 15-minute, right? So that's the first sign of weakness, that price is oversold. Now, one thing I learned about the RSI is price gonna do two things with the RSI. If it's oversold, right, it's gonna either retrace and go back in its down direction, or it's gonna completely reverse in general, right? So what gave me the heads up was the fact that price closed like this on this previous day right here. So I'm looking, okay, hey, look, from a daily candle perspective, we know price might come back down to this level here, right, and then create a nice clear reversal, or it might even come to 30%, which is our golden level. Point is, create that kind of momentum and create that flip. I don't really expect it to kind of come here because of how the structure is kind of set up, but this is very choppy, very messy. It's not really a clear reversal. Like, I've seen better reversal steps than this. This is very choppy, a very choppy reversal, if it is the reverse, right? And I actually this is actually a trade I took two trades, one loss and one win, right? So first, we can see here on the 4-hour candle that we were very choppy on this 4-hour candle right here. So going to the next day, okay, boom. So we're on to the next day now. So we're on to the next day, right? And we can see how, okay, hey, I took and bought right here, which I don't know why I was thinking when I bought right here. I took and bought right here, and I had my stop loss, because I was thinking, okay, maybe we might continue off of this, but I should have stuck with my ideal, which what I told myself was to wait to the 4-hour candle close first to see what it was gonna do. And I was gonna have my take profit like really, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really expecting too much out of this. I was gonna have my take profit like around here. I wasn't really expecting too much out of this. But price came here, right? And I enter in here, right? And this is why it's important to wait and be patient. So this is really for my own self-learning right here too, to remind myself. And y'all can learn from this too, is when you see that you're in a choppy range like this and there's no really clear direction, and you see the 4 hours rejecting like this, these candles, yeah, you really want to wait to see what the next 4 hours going to do, because again, you buy right here like I did, and you don't know what's going to happen, you're going to get fake out. And, so that was a clear sign, clear as day, that I was going to get fake out. What happened was I really just got impatient. I'm just be honest. I wanted to go in and hope that it can just go up. So obviously I was in profit for a little bit, and then eventually it took me out. So you can see here, boom, we're now back on this area. So we had an 18% retracement, which it should be. So we go here, yeah. So that's a 19% retracement, which is good. So 30%, like I said, is really our golden level. Because the question y'all probably asking, well, how do you know what level is going to work? Because whenever it create a clear breaking structure off of one of these levels or here, then I know that's what I need to enter in at. That's how I time it. So price obviously here, so you can see here we go down, and you also see how price is reacting. That's why I say wait. When you see choppy like this, and the structure is choppy and the 4 hours constantly rejecting, kind of want to wait, so wait for a clear breaking structure. Yes, it is a bullish engulfing candle, but you're still within this. You can get fake out. Not all bullish engulfing candles work, so can't really use that by itself. You could take a chance on that, but depends on your spread. Would have got stopped out, or you probably wouldn't. It all depends on how your spread would have been. So you gotta account for spreads too. So as you can see, price came into this area, and then at this point, you can see here we're just creating this whole new range right here, right? So you can see how it's constantly just going down, right? So at this point, I'm like, okay, hey, boom, we're just really just creating a whole range. So if you see something like this, right, okay, to keep yourself from getting fake out, at this point, my whole objective is I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna expect price. Cause now this is a new range, because outside of this choppiness, within this choppiness, you created a whole new range. Okay, hey, look, if we can get a clear breakout, because we already got a retracement already, right? And it's already showed signs of previous days. So if we can get a clear breakout, it has to be clear though, because when it's like this, yeah, it needs to be clear. A clear, strong breakout. Sometimes I don't wait for a clear breakout, and it might work, but when it's like this, yeah, and the 4-hour count looking like this too, yeah, wait for a clear breakout. Because what happens, you're going to get stopped out how I got stopped out. So then obviously, price comes down, as you can see. So you can see now it's just creating this big old range. So this is why I say you want to wait. Because now you're going to just keep getting fake out. And you can see how that 4-hour candle going too. So you kind of want to see, okay, hey, how this 4-hour going to do? So you can see here, we finally got the breakout. Now this right here is a clear breakout. So clear, I'm going to want to buy on that pullback. So you can see here, we got a clear pullback right there. We're going to wait for another one. Obviously in real time, I probably would have caught this in real time. So price give us a clear pullback into this area. So guess what? I'm going to buy right here. Why? Because this is a perfect example of it. Now, another thing I've learned too, whether it's the 4-hour, daily, or weekly, whatever, as the candle is creating on the 4-hour, right, a lot of times your breaking structure already happened. So if you be like, okay, hey, I'm gonna wait for this candle to close, right? Like that's why I say it need to be a clear. Really what we're doing, we're anticipating. It's not that we're predicting, we're anticipating for it to close strong. So really, as price make this clear 4-hour break of, 15-minute break of structure, we are expecting for the 4-hour to close strong. So that's the one thing you want to put in factor too. So you expect for it strong. So if it closed strong, then okay, boom. Now on that next one you can wait. Now you can you can have the option, you can wait for it to close strong, but obviously I'm gonna buy right on this. So guess what? I'm gonna buy right here, and then stop loss gonna be below here. Right? Or you can put below the wick, but I'm gonna just put it here. Right? And the objective when it does is right, you can either let it hit stop loss, or you want to really see it kind of really you really want to see it really, you want to reduce your risk as soon as possible. Okay, see, you're risking 920 to make 1680, which is not a bad risk reward, but you really want to reduce it fast as possible. So the moment it start going your way, like it make a clear break above here, you want to reduce this off rip. So what do we get? Let's see. So price reacts, it comes down a little more, and then boom, it takes off. The moment it does this right here, this is where you really want to reduce your risk at. So guess what? Instead of me risking 920, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna just put it here, or at least at the opening. Now that's 420. Now I'm risking 420. I'm definitely okay with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? After that, at that point, I'm just waiting, and then you see it, the candle closing strong. So this is what I mean by a lot of times, price happen to what can I say? How can I say it? A lot of times price happen to really just close. Like if I see something like this, I'm going ahead and close. I'm at 1,000. I'm going and close. Why wait? I caught the main move. The whole strategy. My goal is when I do this daily flip strategy is try to catch the main move of the day. Catch the main move of the day. Right now it's 1:40 p.m. So when I end this, you're gonna see how the overall day is going. This is why it's important to catch try to catch the main move of the day. So as you can see, it's not to catch the every single move, the whole bottom top. It's not gonna happen. You just want to try to catch the overall move of the day. So as you can see, price came down. So I'm gonna take this profit right here. Now, realistically, this 5:45 in the morning, even if you didn't catch this right, you can still catch the New York session move, especially if it closed strong. Because then we'll be looking for price to retrace back down into this zone, or zone, catch an entry here, stop off below here, and then catch it back up into the same idea zone. So we're gonna close this. So that way, if it do come back down, right, because of where we at, we understand where we at overall, the higher time frame framework. Nothing is promised, so you want to take what you can get. So, especially after taking a loss previously. So that's another thing I go off for too. If I know I took a loss already, yeah, I'm gonna close my trade. So then what the price does, price goes up a little bit more, and then we have a drop all of a sudden, which we know that's gonna happen because why we're expecting the price to either come into here or come into here. No lower than this, this our lowest point, and then from here respect this and then go back up. So course price is going on the 15 minutes going to react off of this because this is the next zone react off to go up. So how you confirm this is going to be a true break. It goes down, retrace back, react off of this, and then it goes back down. Right then there, that's a clear break right there. So you know price is in a downward direction. So this right here, this part of the process, because you caught the main move of the overall day. This part of the process is what I would call a continuation of the daily flip, because you already caught the flip of the move. So it already created the low of the day, right? And it already gave you a clear flip and entry right here, and stop was here, and you caught that main leg. So that would be your main move of today, you know. So that's why it's important. So, but if I didn't, I would have been more deeper in profit if I didn't took a loss here and I would have stayed patient and just waited like I said I was. Because then I would have caught this, which I did, and then I'm gonna tell you what I did, you know. So, and then obviously on the next one, right, as price coming to here, right, we're waiting. Now that it don't tap into, we're waiting for a clear breaking structure. So price give us a clear breaking structure, right? So at this point, we done got a clear breaking structure, right? Guess what? I'm gonna obviously buy into this right here, because now we got a clear breaking structure. So I'm gonna buy into this, and then stop loss gonna be here. So now I'm put stop loss here, and then my stop loss I probably just put like right around here. Again, just because it says 790 and to make 880, and just to give it room to correct itself. Yes, risk reward could be better, but this is what the structure is giving us. So I do everything based off of structure. Whatever structure gives me, what is it? But it's once it start going your way, reduce it as soon as possible. As soon as possible, reduce what you're risking. So obviously this is a continuation of the daily flip. We're not gonna put it below here. You're not. So obviously price comes down, and you can see it comes right down, and then go right in profit. Now obviously because this is it would have been less really. You really would enter in right on this wick right here. I'm just being honest. Once price open retrace here, you'd have really caught it here. I'm just being honest. It just this is what it gave us, you know. You can probably put up a little bit, but this is what it just pretty much gave us. And then obviously price, you know, goes up, and then boom, takes out, boom, and you still overall would have been profit of 1390. So you still overall. So as you can see, the importance now that y'all see this right here, right now, what I want to show y'all is, let me screenshot this. Download image, I'll send to myself later. Now what I want to show y'all is this right here. Obviously you can see how price is here, right? You can see how very choppy, right, in here, but you would have waited. So what we can learn from is when we see conditions like this, right, and it's not a clear reversal, because like we all know, we've seen better reversal patterns than this. When it's not like this, right, when it's choppy like this, wait patiently, because obviously the 4 hour gave us clear signs. So we know, look at the 4 hour, because that's gonna give us a clear sign of what to do, right? And also pay attention to the structure. So wait for a clear break. You got a clear break right here, entry here, stop loss being below here or below the low of the wick, which worked perfectly, and then boom, you caught that main move. Then as you can see, in the midst of that, price closed strong right here. So then obviously you would have catch that retracement. You see how it was going down, so you would known not to get in yet until we got a clear break. Boom, got a clear break off of this continuation of the daily flip, which is perfect. And then boom, enter in here, stop off below here, and boom, you'd have caught this whole entire move. And boom, guess what? We done for the day. You caught the overall move. That's a lot. Caught the overall move. Now I want to show y'all, if you'd got too greedy, the reason why I have these levels right here is to kind of help me understand where the price at. You see on our side, right, it was overbought. You see moves overbought. What I told y'all, price will do two things. It's either retrace to go higher or reverse. When it's overbought, what happened? Price dropped down. Then we got a clear break, and then price went up. So Now, remember y'all, I told y'all overall higher time frame is really bearish. So this is a lower time frame reaction. This is nothing but it's a retracement. So we don't know what can happen next. You know, so far we look like it could be going down. So remember, you're catching this. This is what you're catching, right? So now I'm going to show y'all what it looked like. What it looked like if you wouldn't have, if you wouldn't took your profit and got out. This is what would have happened. Like I said, the whole goal, the whole strategy of this is really just catch the main move of the day. So right now it's 146. So I might show y'all what would have happened if you would have not. So this pretty much sums up for my own case study where I can continue to get better at, which I already know these things already. It's just I have to be able to rewatch myself and remind myself each and every day, especially on weekends, watch my videos and remind myself. So let's kind of fast forward what would have happened if you wouldn't have, maybe you got too greedy. So the whole point of the daily flip is not try to catch the bottom of the move, catch the bottom of the move and catch it all the way up, or catch the top of the move and catch it all the way down. No, it's to catch the main meat. That's the objective. And this is the day. You can see how everything moving now. So this is the overall day right here. What you're seeing is the overall day. Look at this. Boom. So I'm and this the overall day right now. No wrong, we still above here, so this is still bullish. But you see what I'm saying? It's 140. I'm not trading after this. Even if it did kept going back up, I'm not trading after this. Now, but what this does though, is put us in position to maybe, depends on how it closed strong, this puts us in position to see where the next day might go, whether we go back down or continue to go higher. So it does put us in a strong position, especially with this right here. We on the support level still, so it puts us in a very strong position. You just gotta wait for a retracement of a new day and then see another flip. But other than that, this is my case study for today. I will be making more videos like this, and as my content will get more better. But right now, this is really just, this is me in the trenches. Like I said, I got a 9 to 5 job. I work 6 in the morning. Obviously today I didn't work, so today I was a little more flexible. But usually I'm working 6 in the morning and get off like around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So other than that, I will see y'all in the next video.